On Egypt's Saqqara Plateau, archaeologists have unearthed an unassuming shaft buried under millennia of sand. Within lies a pristine limestone sarcophagus, sparking excitement and speculation. Could this be the long-lost tomb of Imhotep, the legendary architect of the Step Pyramid of Djoser? With pristine mummies and intriguing artifacts emerging from the depths, the mystery deepens. Did they finally uncover Imhotep's final resting place? Watch till the end to discover the astonishing secrets hidden beneath the sands of Egypt. At 8 a.m. on the Saqqara Plateau in Egypt, the sun casts long shadows over a desert landscape steeped in history. For weeks, workers have been meticulously clearing a sand-filled shaft, a task that has taken considerable patience and precision. The seemingly unremarkable hole in the ground is about to reveal an extraordinary archaeological treasure. The shaft, which had been buried by millennia of sand, doesn't immediately stand out among the countless others in the area. But beneath its unassuming exterior lies something exceptional. The discovery is so important that the excavation director immediately contacts the site's lead archaeologist. With over 5 decades of experience unearthing Egypt's ancient secrets, he knows that every find could bring him closer to his ultimate goal, locating the tomb of Imhotep, the legendary architect of the Step Pyramid of Djoser. Descending the 10-meter deep shaft is a perilous journey. The narrow, dimly lit passageway adds to the tension. At the bottom, the archaeologist finds an imposing limestone sarcophagus. Its presence alone suggests that it contains someone of significant importance. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation as the lid is carefully lifted to reveal a remarkably well-preserved mummy. The mummy is wrapped in linen, its condition surprisingly pristine, giving the passage of thousands of years. This level of preservation is rare, spiking immediate curiosity about the identity of the person inside. Nearby, an unusual artifact catches the archaeologist's eye, a large wooden stick. This item, though simple in appearance, holds potential clues about the mummy's identity and status. The absence of typical burial artifacts and inscriptions around the sarcophagus means there's little to go on for a precise dating. The wooden stick, however, piques the archaeologist's interest. It suggests the mummy might have been someone of authority, or perhaps a leader. Determined to uncover more, the archaeologist decides to have the mummy analyzed, hoping the findings will shed light on this ancient mystery. The analysis begins, and the anticipation builds. The dream is to find the tomb of Imhotep, the genius behind Egypt's first pyramid, and one of the most influential figures in ancient Egyptian history. His tomb would likely be grand and luxurious, similar to those of high-ranking officials found in places like the Valley of the Kings. This particular tomb, with its limestone sarcophagus and unusual stick, seems promising, but doesn't quite match the grandeur expected for Imhotep. Meanwhile, the archaeological team continues their exploration of the Saqqara necropolis, a sprawling site located 30 kilometers south of Cairo. This area, known for its vast burial grounds and historical significance, has been the focus of numerous excavations over the years. The necropolis dates back to around 2600 BC and contains thousands of mummies and tombs. It served as the final resting place for many of Egypt's early kings, including those of the Old and Middle Kingdoms. The proximity of this newly discovered tomb to Djoser's pyramid, the first of its kind, adds to the intrigue. The archaeologists are not just looking for any tomb, they are on a quest to find the final resting place of Imhotep, the architect whose innovations changed the course of Egyptian architecture and history. The excitement grows as they uncover more of the site. Radiology specialist Basim Gahad arrives with state-of-the-art equipment to perform an X-ray scan on the mummy. This modern technology allows the team to examine the mummy without disturbing its linen wrappings, providing invaluable insights into its condition and origins. The X-rays reveal an astonishing surprise. The mummy is female. This unexpected revelation adds another layer of mystery. The archaeologist had initially assumed, based on the presence of the stick, that the mummy was male. But the scans show otherwise. The woman's skeleton is in perfect condition, though she appears to have lost a tooth, which could have led to a fatal infection in an era without antibiotics. The discovery of a female mummy with a wooden stick presents a unique puzzle. Was she a priestess or someone of significant social standing who warranted such a burial? The archaeologist considers various possibilities, but the exact reason for the stick remains elusive. This find, however, underscores the complexity and richness of the Saqqara necropolis. As they continue their excavation, the team stumbles upon a modest reed coffin nearby. This rudimentary grave contrasts sharply with the elaborate limestone sarcophagus, but offers its own set of clues about the diverse social strata of ancient Egypt. The coffin contains a body positioned in a typical Old Kingdom burial pose, providing further context about the period's funerary practices. Archaeologist and osteologist Afaf Waba arrives to analyze the reed coffin and its contents. Her expertise in studying bones and burial practices helps piece together the story of this individual, who, despite her modest grave, shared the same hope for a favorable afterlife as the more affluent buried nearby. Further analysis of the bones reveals the individual's gender and age at death. These findings, combined with the position and condition of the burial, contribute to a broader understanding of life and death in ancient Egypt. The team's excitement is palpable, as each discovery brings them one step closer to unraveling the mysteries of this ancient civilization. Meanwhile, another significant find emerges: a set of statues depicting a mysterious figure. The statues, found near the reed coffin, are remarkably well preserved, showcasing the artistic prowess of the Old Kingdom. One statue in particular stands out, a beautifully detailed depiction of a man, possibly the head of a family, accompanied by statues of his wife and child. The presence of these statues suggests a person of considerable importance, likely a dignitary close to the pharaoh. However, the absence of inscriptions or names on the statues leaves the archaeologists pondering their true identity. Weeks of investigation finally pay off when a magnificent false door is unearthed nearby. The hieroglyphs on the door reveal the name of the man depicted in the statues, Mercy, and they date back 4,300 years. This revelation finally solves the mystery that had puzzled archaeologists since the statues were first discovered. The owner's name, engraved in stone, has traveled across the ages, offering a testimony to his life. These objects, which have dazzled the entire world, prove that there are still marvelous discoveries waiting to be made in the desert sands. The Saqqara necropolis complex holds such appeal over the entire society that everyone, from the rich to the poor, wanted to be buried there. They sought to rest as close as possible to the pyramid built by Imhotep, even those whose tombs were modest. These humble graves, often overlooked, were treasure troves of information for archaeologists. On a particularly harsh morning, archaeologists Namin Mamen and Amir Abdal Fattah discovered a rudimentary tomb that could have easily gone unnoticed. The weather was unforgiving, with strong winds making the task even more challenging. Yet, their determination to see the task through was unwavering. They carefully removed the layers of sand built up by wind and time, revealing a small-sized tomb. Their meticulous work uncovered a moving discovery: a child's burial. This rare find provides valuable insights into ancient Egyptian society, where children were often treated differently in death. The mummy of the child, perfectly preserved by the arid climate, was a rare and precious discovery. Child mortality was high in ancient Egypt, and the tombs of children are seldom found at Saqqara. The child, carefully mummified, suggests the importance of the family unit in Egyptian society. Children were depicted in art, mummified with care, and buried with their parents to join them in the afterlife. The archaeologists decided to have the child mummy x-rayed to learn more about its story. Despite the strong winds, they transported the mummy with extreme caution to ensure no crucial information was lost. The radiologist, Bassem Gahad, scanned every part of the mummy's body, revealing that the child was from the same period as the mummy with the stick, around 500 BC. The style of mummification and the weave of the linen bandages confirmed this dating. The X-ray images revealed a fractured skull, raising questions about whether the damage occurred in life or after death. Further analysis suggests that the child suffered from a disease affecting the bones, potentially leading to their early death at around the age of 4. This grim reality reflects the high child mortality rates of ancient Egypt, where many diseases like malaria, diphtheria, and other infections claimed many young lives. Despite their differences in social status, the people of ancient Egypt shared common hopes for the afterlife. Whether buried in grand tombs or modest reed coffins, they sought to preserve their bodies and memories for eternity. The bones found in these tombs tell the stories of their lives, struggles, and deaths, offering a glimpse into the lives of those who lived thousands of years ago. As the excavation continued, the team uncovered another surprising find: a set of statues depicting a mysterious figure. These statues, remarkably well preserved, represented a man, his wife, and their child. This discovery added another layer to the story, suggesting the man was a dignitary close to the pharaoh. After weeks of investigation, the team finally found a key piece of the puzzle: a magnificent false door inscribed with the name of the man depicted in the statues, Mercy. This discovery allowed the archaeologists to piece together his life and status, revealing him to be a significant figure in ancient Egypt. As the sun set over Saqqara, the team reflected on their findings. They had uncovered a rich tapestry of life in ancient Egypt, from the grand tombs of the elite to the humble graves of the poor. Each discovery brought them closer to understanding the complex society that thrived in this ancient land. But the quest for Imhotep's tomb remained elusive. The legendary architect, whose innovations shaped Egyptian history, still lay hidden beneath the sands. The team's determination to find his final resting place never wavered, driven by the hope of making one of the most significant discoveries in Egyptology. In the last days of the excavation, the team opened a newly unearthed tomb in the unexplored part of the necropolis. This tomb, with its entrance barred by stones, held the promise of hidden treasures. As they carefully navigated the dangerous passage, they found a magnificent limestone sarcophagus, its lid sealed with red hieroglyphs. The lid, weighing several tons, was carefully removed to reveal an exceptional discovery: a mummy adorned with magnificent jewelry and gold. The archaeologists marveled at the beaded finery and gold leaves, signs of a wealthy and powerful individual. This find, dating back to the Old Kingdom, was one of the most beautiful and significant discoveries the team had ever made. Despite the challenges, the quest for Imhotep's tomb continues. Each year brings new techniques and technologies, aiding the archaeologists in their search. The promise of uncovering the tomb of one of history's greatest architects drives them forward, fueling their passion and determination. As the excavation season came to an end, the team carefully closed the tombs they had yet to explore. The promise of new discoveries remains, buried beneath the desert sands, waiting to be uncovered by future generations of archaeologists. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the sands of Egypt. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Turn on notifications so you won't miss any updates on our continued quest to uncover the mysteries of ancient discoveries.